Hello, this is Scott White from Glasshouse Home Safety. Welcome to another Safety Saturday. Today I want to talk to you about an often overlooked part of fire safety, and that is a muster point. It's a simple thing, but absolutely crucial. At school, do you remember doing fire drills? They'd regularly rehearse. The alarms would go off, you'd run outside, and you all had to go to a certain meeting point. Now, why is that the case? Now, there's been many tragedies in Queensland and throughout the country where this has been just overlooked. There was a case, if I could use an example, of a father and a son working in a house one day. It wasn't even their house, but they were working in the house. The son was cutting some metal with an angle grinder. The wall caught fire. He realised that they had no first response equipment. There was nothing they could do. The fire was off and running. Fires can actually double in size every 30 seconds once they've got a flame. It's quite incredible how fast they can move. Now, in this case, they were working in different areas in the home, but very quickly became aware of a fire. Now, the son ran out the back and the father ran out the front and met with the neighbour, and they were talking. Now, the son had caused the fire, unfortunately, was a little bit shy and sat out the back and had a smoke and was just thinking about it and looking at the burning house and getting worried about what was going to happen. Meanwhile, the father was out the front in an absolute panic. And he was saying, my son's inside. So he ran back inside trying to find his son, and unfortunately was overcome by smoke and died. Now, this could happen really easily. In a fire situation, your visibility is down, you're pumping full of adrenaline, which makes it very difficult to think things through logically. If you have multiple children, then often the mother and the father will go separate directions to go and get different children, perhaps. Things happen very fast. Now, if you don't have a meeting point designated, let's say you end up being stuck. You can't get out the same way that they went out, but you manage to smash a window, work it out. Hopefully you've got two paths of egress from any room planned. You manage to get yourself and some children out one particular exit, different to the other parent. You need to have already thought about, if anything happens, let's meet at the letterbox, or let's meet at the tree, let's meet somewhere. Just have a designated point that you've discussed with the family, to pre-plan it, to have it pre-programmed into your mind. We've actually got a fridge magnet that we put in every home that we go and test. Explains what to do when the smoke alarms go off. And the last one, which I always emphasise, is have a designated muster point. Go to there. Because you do not want people dying unnecessarily because they think that there's still someone inside. So it's really important to have that conversation with the family. Just sit down for a minute. It's a good thing to have an escape plan. You know, we'll cover that in another video. But and to practice it, of course. Practice it to see what doesn't work. You might find that when you practice it, you get to the door and it's locked from the inside and there's no key. Something like that. It's well worth rehearsing. But don't forget the muster point. Don't forget the meeting point. Don't forget where you're going to meet if anything happens. It's crucial, and hopefully this one little message will save a bunch of lives. Hope that helps. Have a great day. Speak to you on Toasted Tuesday.